Warning: this article contains spoilers for Love is Blind Season 4 episodes 1 to 5. Love is Blind Season 4 is starting off juicier than ever, with contestant Zack choosing Irina Solomonova over Bliss Poritazadi, and dealing with the consequences of his actions. The Netflix reality dating series puts 30 singles into a rigorous dating challenge wherein they must decide who they want to marry without ever having seen each other. Once couples are engaged, they finally meet face to face, and begin to form a more physical connection. Their relationships continue until they either break up, or make it to their wedding, where they'll decide if they want to get married or leave their relationship behind. Zack, who is a 31-year-old criminal defense attorney, made a few connections early on in the pod phase of Love is Blind Season 4. He met Bliss, a 33-year-old senior program manager, who seemed down to earth and caring. Zack also had a connection with Irina, a 26-year-old business owner, who shared her passion with Zack. The two couples both seemed to be working well, but it was clear that Bliss and Zack connected on a deeper level. Bliss spoke to Zack candidly about her family, while Zack shared his deepest traumas with both women. When it came time for Zack to make a decision, he had a difficult time, but ultimately chose to propose to Irina. Zack's relationship with Irina on Love is Blind felt shallow on Love is Blind. Zack and Irina's relationship felt shallow from the very beginning. Though they had some conversations about their families and backgrounds, Irina seemed like she was more interested in having someone talk to her than being attracted to Zack himself. When Zack shared details about his mother's death and the harrowing years that ensued for him, Irina's reaction was very surface level and disingenuous. On the other hand, Bliss felt genuine empathy for Zack and expressed just how much she cared for him when he shared his tough stories. In turn, she shared her own hardships and did her best to bond with him over their tumultuous pasts. Bliss-Zack had difficult conversations on Love is Blind. Bliss, who clearly felt like she was going to wind up with Zack, spoke candidly about her other relationships and expected Zack to do the same. When Zack expressed he had some interest in Irina, Bliss was confused, as she had spent a decent amount of time with Irina in the women's living quarters. Bliss shared that if Zack chose Irina, she would question his taste a bit because she didn't completely understand how he could be interested in both of them at the same time, knowing what she knew about Irina's childish, shallow behavior. Zack had a rough time with this revelation, and it potentially led to him choosing Irina over Bliss. Even with Irina forgetting Zack's birthday while Bliss made him cupcakes and wanted to celebrate him, Zack ultimately proposed to Irina and met with her outside the pods. Irina didn't seem as interested in Zack upon their face-to-face meeting, and the pair ultimately chose to break up before they had to live together back in Seattle. With Zack single and still pining for Bliss, things could get interesting as Love is Blind Season 4 continues on.